Hello friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm going to make a card today with the January 2017 Simon Says Stamp card kits, and the stamps that I'm using are called Frozen Fractals by Simon Says Stamp. Now I'm using my mini Misty that I got for Christmas, which was like a great Christmas present. I was so excited. And I'm just going ahead and adding all of the snowflakes to the paper. And as you can see, I'm leaving a couple of the stamps falling off the edge because I don't want it to be like perfect onto the card base or the card front. And then I'm using Versamark ink to ink it all up, and then I'm going to go ahead and use clear embossing powder. Now I got this cute little tray with a funnel at the end from Paper Source, but for some reason it's really staticky, so it doesn't come off perfectly, but whatever. And then there were a couple parts of the base that I wasn't able to stamp with the Mini Misty because I didn't have enough of the snowflakes. So I just went ahead and took my acrylic block, and sorry this is a little bit blurry, but basically all I'm doing is taking my acrylic block to add the rest of the snowflakes. And then I went ahead and heat embossed it, and then I'm going to use the Ranger Distress inks to go ahead and blend all over the card the three different colors. I'm using a purple, a blue, and a tealish color. And I just kind of randomly put the ink down wherever I kind of felt like it. I'm still learning how to use the ink blending tool. I feel like some people just like flawlessly blend. I'm still a card maker in progress, so it is really fun though to be able to blend all the inks. I think that it's a really, really pretty technique. And then you can mix whatever colors that you have. I just felt like these were pretty wintry. Didn't want it to look Christmassy, just more wintry than anything. So then I just use some water to go ahead and pick up some of the ink because it does react to water. I'm going to go ahead and use some glue to glue the front onto my card base. And I'm really liking this glue. I think it doesn't really warp my paper like my other glue has, and then I've noticed some of my cards not looking so great. So I ended up die cutting two different pieces. This was from Spellbinders, and this was My Favorite Things Stitched Oval. And I decided to use the oval. I don't know why, I just didn't really like the other one. The side was ripped a little bit, and I didn't like the sentiment on that particularly. I think it just looked better with the oval. Now I don't have a blue ink, so what I ended up doing was using my Mini Misty instead of my acrylic block so that I can use a Ranger ink that I used on the card, but continue to stamp onto the same sentiment over and over again until I got a pretty decent payoff. If you've ever stamped with Ranger ink on directly to your stamp, it kind of resists the plastic a little bit, so it pulls up. So you're not able to really get a clean image. And sometimes I really like that technique, and in a card that I'll be uploading soon, you'll see me use that technique with the stamp. And, I really like the texture of that. But, with this case, I wanted a solid, crisp image, so that I thought that this was the best way I could potentially do that. Unfortunately, I used the American Crafts paper on the wrong side. That's a little bit more textured, which I do like texture on my cards, but it did kind of make stamping a little bit harder. Then I went ahead and cleaned off my stamp and took the sentiment and added it to some foam that I just cut out. This is just foam from Walmart, so I could add some dimension. And then I added some glue to the back of that die cut, and then I decided to, on top of it, add some glue because I just wanted for some good measure. I wasn't sure how much tape actually stuck to the foam. And then I went ahead and put that on top of the card. I was going to call this a day. I thought that this was really pretty, but then I remembered we got some sequins, so I figured that I would add just a little bit to the card. So I went ahead and glued all of them down, put some fun sequins in, and then I also decided to add some sequins, a blue sequin right to the middle of the snowflake. I thought it just added a little bit more dimension to the card. I'm all about that dimension. So here's a close-up of what the card ended up looking like. It's very fun, very different, I thought, and a really good way to say thanks, especially to those who sent me some Christmas presents over the holiday season. I plan on making, well, I've already made a couple of these, and then I'm going to send them out. If you guys liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget, if you want to see more from me, to subscribe. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks for watching. Bye.